Acalanes class of 2011. For several reasons, a few years ago, I wanted nothing more than to not be a part of you. But at the beginning of senior year, I developed a new sparkle for Acalanes High School. I began to listen to my elders, who said, high school is like toilet paper. You won't miss it until it's gone. The allure of getting cool rock star shirts and sitting in the hottest place on campus made me view Acalanes in a completely different way and appreciate everything that this school has to offer. But I've learned the ironic thing about being a senior in high school is that our typical I know everything, head honcho attitude can only last 10 months. It is like we worked for 4 years getting comfortable, and when we can finally call it ours, come June, we get kicked out. We are leaving high school the same way we entered it, with the same extreme combination of nervousness and excitement. Since our first days at Acalanes, we've all made bonds and worked to leave an everlasting name for ourselves as the class of 2011. For our final year, we came up with catchy phrases for our marvelous class, like double or nothing, double the one, double the fun, and the class of 11 goes to heaven. We attempted to make costumes for dances, cheered on the sports teams, and sprinted the Huber Loop. We aced classes and failed tests. We painted our cars, flowered the hill, we gave nervous presentations, and participated in lunchtime activities. We even managed to survive a devastating loss to the juniors this year in homecoming competition. But still, together we stand as a smart, well-rounded, kind and caring group of men and women. I know all of us are more than ready to create new lives away from our home, and for me personally, to do my own grocery shopping. But I also know that we would not be sitting here today if it was not for our parents who supported us and the teachers that pushed us. We are all extremely lucky to have parents that came to the rescue when the fear of budget cuts looms over our shoulders, and who rushed our lunches to the office when we left them on the kitchen counter. During the next years, we will be completely thrown out of our comfort zone, away from our parents, and out of our Lafayette bubble. Harrison Ford once said, "You can't learn in school what the world will do to you next year." After finding this quote, I decided to Google things to know after graduation, in order to enlighten all of us and to save all you parents from many horrifically boring lectures. So here's the internet's top advice that every graduating senior should know. Number 1, be organized. Now, using my friends in my own car and bedroom as examples, I can say this advice will be difficult. So parents, rest assured that after we leave the nest, our rooms will be clean. Number 2, do everything well in advance. This statement reminded me of another statement. Procrastinators unite tomorrow. Although I think this defies human nature, I'm sure the class of 2011 will take this to heart and apply it to all future tasks. Number 3, get a job and start saving money. I know for a fact everyone behind me is interested in making money and making it rain. But as far as saving money goes, Mr. Barter, Mr. McAllister, Mr. Scotland, and Mr. Freeman, we might need some more economic classes for that one. Number 4, plan a budget and follow it. My first reaction to this was, isn't that what a meal plan is for? But practically interpreted, I think it means do not spend your allowance or paycheck all in one day on stupid things. And lastly, do it on your own. After reading this, I do not think that high school is like toilet paper. I think graduation is like toilet paper. Because when it runs out, you can scream for your mom to grab you a new roll. But when she doesn't answer your desperate cries, you must come up with your own solution. With all kidding aside, whether we feel ready or not, we have all been given the gift of independence. The next years of our lives will be a balance of failure and bliss. Remember, Thomas Edison failed hundreds of times before creating the light bulb, and the inventor of Formula 409 failed 408 times before creating the ultimate home cleaning product. Remember that failure is not always a bad thing, but a learning experience. I know this concept is frightening for us, parents and teachers alike, but know that the lessons we have learned, whether from teachers, parents, peers, or members of our community, has and will continue to give us the knowledge and confidence to achieve whatever we put our mind to. Like every generation before us, we will have to face conflicts beyond our control, rise up to challenges, and solve problems. The only difference is that now we can do all that from our smartphones or on Facebook. With all this having been said, if you're like my mom, who is too delirious from crying to know what is going on, or you're simply dozing off, I hope you take one thing away from this speech. Congratulations, Acalanes, class of 2011. We did it!
Thank you, Michael and Natalie. Mr. Whitmore and Mr. French, as the principal of Acalanes High School,